What's going on, everyone? It is Mike from the Hardcover Comic here. It is a Boom kind of week. We're going to have 2 videos for Boom Studio books out. I know there have been plenty of videos about these, but I do want to talk about these books because they're so damn beautiful. Boom, in my opinion, knocked it out of the park with these deluxe editions. Today we're going to talk about the Once and Future Deluxe, an absolutely stunning hardcover. I love the design on this. There are sort of layers to it. All the little designs are sort of embedded, so you can feel the distinction between the actual design and the hardcover book itself. It's really nicely done. Extremely elegant books, and a fantastic series. Of all series to make deluxes for, Once and Future is definitely one of them. Written by Kieran Gillen, artwork by Dan Mora. You can pick this book up at organicpricebooks.com. Still, the slipcase edition is a lot harder to get, but organicpricebooks.com, the place to go. If you use the promo code THC2, you'll get an extra $2 off every single one of your orders. Absolutely incredible shipping, incredible packaging, and amazing customer service. Can't recommend Organic Price Books enough. But talking about Once and Future, it's a story about that focuses on 3 characters really well. There are more than 3 characters, but the 3 protagonists in the book, Duncan, his grandma, and a character named Rose. You obviously get introduced to all 3 characters right at the start of the book, and throughout the series you find out more and more about the characters, what they've been through, who they are as individuals. And how they end up in the crazy situation that they're in. So essentially, the high-level plot line for the book: someone brings back King Arthur of old, the legendary King Arthur, is brought back to life, and a bunch of English mythology unravels as a result. Where Duncan, his grandma, and Rose are caught in the middle of it. His grandma's sort of an expert in this area. She's been involved in this sort of storyline for a very long time. So if you're not very familiar with English mythology, it's okay. A lot of it is fairly well explained in this, and all the various aspects of what's going on is explained. And after a certain moment in time, you sort of understand the mechanics of this universe and this story, and how things are happening the way they're happening. But Duncan's caught in the middle of this. He's trying to help his grandmother out, and along the way he's finding out who he is, why he's been brought up the way he's been brought up, why he is the man that he is. Rose gets inexplicably involved in this as well. She's a history sort of major, and as a result becomes very involved with this, because a lot of this revolves around that historical mythological aspect of the English culture. I absolutely love this book. A big part of the reason is Dan Mora's spectacular artwork in this nice oversized format. Especially, it just shines and beams through the pages. The colors are vibrant, they're exciting, they're definitely fantastical and engross you in the supernatural element of this entire story. The characters are extremely intriguing. Their backgrounds, their histories are, you just want to learn more about them. You want to find out more about what's happening in this universe. The action is fantastic. And though it sort of dances on the lines of mythology and reality, I think the balance between the two is really fantastic. The way Kieran Gillen sort of explains how this universe works is very well done. And it kind of feels like a slight conspiracy, like there are these conspiratorial figures moving around in the shadows and in the backgrounds and in this mythoverse. I forget if that's exactly what it's called, but obviously don't want to spoil too much about this. There's a lot of mystery and intrigue, a lot of plot twists throughout the book as you start to sort of unravel this universe and these characters within. Really amazing stuff. This is book 1. There's definitely going to be a book 2. I think more issues have come out since the release of this deluxe edition, so we'll certainly be seeing more of Once and Future, which I'm very excited about. One thing that really blew me away about this book is the fact that the binding is so fantastic. I've got a few Boom hardcovers in my collection. I have the I believe it's called Grass Kings, yep, I have the 3 Grass King hardcovers, and then I have all the Klaus hardcovers that have come out. Now, granted, those are way thinner books than the Once and Future Deluxe that I have in front of me here, but this book is so well put together. It's such a well done hardcover. It reminds me of a lot of Image hardcovers in their binding. The book stays open fairly well. It's not heavy to begin with because it's just a deluxe edition, so you can easily hold it in your hand and read it, enjoy it. But the binding itself is fantastic. You get minimal gutter loss. You can definitely read everything on every page without having to squint and maneuver yourself into the gutter, which is always a huge plus. And it just makes for a great reading experience. I blasted through this book in a couple days. I couldn't stop myself from reading more of it. It's such a beautiful book to look at. That's kind of the problem with the design, is that every time you look at it, you want to pick it up, hold it in your hands, flip through it, read through a little bit more, which is, it's a good thing and a bad thing, because you'll fly through the book, but you have an incredible piece of art within your hands. I really love this, and I can't wait to see more deluxe editions come out from Boom. I'm kind of hoping we see a 7 Secrets one in the future, but we'll see what happens. Give you guys some eye hole action here. You can see it's great. It's fantastic. You can't expect much more from a deluxe edition with nice, thick, glossy, high quality paper like this book has. I really loved it. I can't wait to see what Boom does in the future, because I imagine they're just going to keep cranking out deluxe editions. They have a lot of series going now that have, moved way past the mini-series, sort of, flow that Boom has been going with historically. So it's nice to see longer ongoing series. Of course, Boom titles are independent titles. They're not part of some grander universe for the most part, aside from the Power Rangers books. But if you're a fan of fantasy, if you're a fan of supernatural books, if you're a fan of history and mythology, this is absolutely a must own, a must read book. I can't recommend it enough for that. Bonus content here is, bonus content. It's a cover gallery. Since the book is separated by chapters, they didn't include the covers in between each issue. You get all the covers put in a nice gallery at the back. Stunning covers. Absolutely beautiful covers. Dan Mora is one of my favorite artists. I wish he could draw everything. I do need to read the Detective Comics run by, I believe it's Mariko Tamaki that's writing it, that has Dan Mora on pencils, because I'm sure that's just a breathtaking book as well. I can't wait to see more of Once and Future. I highly recommend it if you know anyone that enjoys fantasy, that enjoys history, that enjoys sort of supernatural elements, He-Man, things like that, swords and sorcery. Can't recommend this enough. Get a little character design action in the back as well. Seeing how Dan Mora's thought process went as he was designing and creating these characters. Really cool looking characters in this book. And I can't wait for volume 2. Absolutely love it. Can't recommend it enough. It is going to get very pricey. The slipcase edition already is, but you should be able to find the regular hardcover relatively easily, so please do if you can. Organicpricebooks.com is the #1 place I'll recommend for now. A fantastic service. Using the promo code THC2, you'll get $2, an extra $2 off your order. So please do check it out. Love this book. Got to support Boom so they keep cranking out more of these hardcovers and more series that they can make deluxes out of, because I think if they see it's possible, they'll keep making more of them. But that's it for me, folks. This is Mike from the Hardcover Comic. As always, until next time, you stay classy, Internet.